Man, remember when I made this video? Now, I I honestly I remember making it, but I didn't want it to be true because I always feel like more competition is better for the market and the consumer win at the very end. But I didn't want it to be true because I wanted to more companies to invest in the streaming service. But the way that Google was going about it, I didn't feel like it was the right way for them to head that way. Um, and unfortunately, Google's going to be shutting down Stadia. Now, the fact that you have to pay $60 or $70 since the increase of games, which is very unfortunate, but that's what it is. Um, that was one of the biggest downside to Stadia, in my opinion, and I think that was their biggest downfall. I kind of saw this coming from a mile away. Anybody that's in the gaming industry or just the gaming like news channels, they've all covered the same thing that I've covered. That Stadia was going to die, and it was just a matter of time. Time was ticking, and unfortunately, that time has come sooner than we thought. So we're going to be covering that today. And what's so messed up is I actually bought one of these. What's so messed up is I bought me one of these. Ah, shit, it's the dang camera, but it's the Google Stadia. Okay, here we go. I think that's it. Just trying to. It does not want to go through. It's the Google Stadia Pro, or I'm sorry, Google Stadia Premier Edition, and this one was actually on sale. They were literally giving these things away, literally, because I bought mine with a copy of Cyberpunk. So if you pre-order Cyberpunk, you actually get one of these for free. I guess it's just a paperweight now. Maybe I'll just keep it for remembrance of when Google Stadia tried and failed. I think that's one of the biggest issue is the fact that they wanted that full amount of money, and that just, I mean, I tried the service. The service is really, really good. I want to say it's actually better than Microsoft's Project X Cloud at the time when it first came out. Like when I was comparing the two and I was playing them, Google Stadia was way more smoother. Didn't have any issues. So they had something there. It's just the marketing was the biggest issue that it had. It's the marketing. Marketing killed the Google Stadia. And the price point. I think marketing and price point. Those two things I feel like killed the Google Stadia. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear yours in the comments below. But let's go ahead and cover the article. And also make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys who support the channels. Anyway, moving on. Google is shutting down Stadia, its cloud gaming service. Good night, sweet prince. But here is a big win for anybody that has invested a lot of money into Stadia, purchasing games, just buying add-ons for games, etc. I think this is a big win for people that supported them. So let's go on. You'll see what I'm talking about. Google has announced that it is winding down its Stadia video game streaming services and will shut it down on January 18th, 2023 in a new blog. The search engine company revealed that Stadia hasn't gained the traction with users that we expected, and as a result, the company has made the difficult decision to begin winding down the service. Google will be refunding users who purchase either hardware or games from Google and Stadia. We are grateful to the dedicated Stadia players that have been with us from the start. We will be refunding all Stadia hardware purchases made through Google Store and all game and add-on content purchases made through the Stadia Store. Players will be able to access their game library and play until January 18th. So you have until January 18th to enjoy all your games. But the fact that they're going to be refunding everybody, that's absolutely insane. That's such a good thing for them to do because it would have been a nightmare especially if you invested so much into the service and then all of a sudden that is gone. That was one of my biggest fears, is investing too much money into it. So I think I've only bought one single game, and I subscribed into their pro membership. I think that money is gone. I don't think they're going to be refunding you that money, their membership that you had to have in order to get access to their games, certain games per se. So you're not going to get your membership money back, but you are going to be getting back all your money that you spend on the hardware. Like, hopefully I'll get my $50 back. That'd be nice, right? Get my $50 back. That I also bought a Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia as well too. So yeah, and all your add-on content or DLCs that you purchase within the service, you're going to be getting that money back, but you're not getting back your monthly subscription service. Sorry. Stadia is Google's cloud gaming service where users are able to stream video games, including AAA titles like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Cyberpunk 2077, directly through Google and cloud service, meaning there was no purchase physically hardware. As long as someone had access to Google Chrome, there was a dedicated controller player could purchase. However, Google says that underlying technology that powers Stadia has proven to be powerful, and Google has already started offering Stadia as a white label product. So what does that mean, white label? I think it explains it in the next sentence if I just keep reading on, right? Meaning other companies can use the technology without becoming a part of Stadia's ecosystem. AT&T, for example, used Stadia technology to offer Batman Arkham Knight to users for free, and Google says the tech will be used to power other parts of Google, including YouTube, Google Play, augmented reality. Now, they could have just taken, like, the service was extremely good. Really good. When I was playing Cyberpunk 2077, no lag. It was smooth. I had no problem. Like, I think the biggest downfall is just the marketing was terrible. Now, if you just come out and be like, hey, yo, pay us $15, you get access to all these developers' games. Just like the Amazon Luna is doing. I mean, the Luna hasn't really taken off like the Game Pass Ultimate has taken off, but I think the Luna has something there, as well as I think, yeah, the Luna, you can also connect your Ubisoft to it, so you can have access to Ubisoft game. I think you could have done the same thing with the Stadia Pro as well too, or just the Stadia. You can add Ubisoft. If you already have a Ubisoft subscription, you can just add that on. I think that if it was just you pay $10 and you have access to all these games and you can stream it, and it was a solid streaming experience when I used it. Stadia's closure is not a death knell for video game streaming. Xbox and Nvidia offers cloud gaming as part of the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate GeForce Now. Respectively, Logitech, Logitech, it's making a dedicated cloud gaming handheld called the Logitech G. That is a piece of trash. I would not buy that garbage. Do not buy the Logitech G. Get yourself a Steam Deck. Get yourself a Switch. Get yourself a G-Win PD or any of those. The Ion Neo. Get yourself one of those if you want to play games on the go. Because if you don't have internet service for the new cloud-based Logitech's version, you're fucked. You can't play it outside the home if you don't have any Wi-Fi connection. Because it's all online, and there isn't a 5G 5G network or LTE chip that's in there that you can use so you can access it through one of the networks. But I do know that somebody else is doing it. I think it's either I don't want to get it wrong. I don't know if it's Razer. Razer is making a handheld. I think it's Razer, and they're partnering up with Verizon to bring those cloud-based games on your portable device so you can stream it with 5G network through Verizon. So that's an interesting idea. I think Logitech should have went out that way, or at least partner up with one of the big three companies, whether it be T-Mobile, Google, or AT&T. I'm sorry, T-Mobile, Verizon, or AT&T. They should have done that way. I think that would have made more sense. So then you can have access to your cloud games on your device because you're connected through 5G or etc. Whew, that's a lot. Oh my God. Booting up a game instantly on Chrome or Chromecast could feel like magic. On Stadia's tech, lowering latency and other streaming-based issues. The main issue with Stadia was always its catalog and promised features that never materialized. And the fact that, remember at one point that they had their own development studios or whatever that they brought, that they actually invested a lot of money in, and then like I want to say like a few months later or even like a year later, they just decided to blow it up because they didn't give them enough time to develop any sort of games or anything like that. They just blew up those developers. Yeah, that happened. In conclusion, I'm not surprised that this is happening. I kind of saw that coming. Sorry, Blue Husky. I know you wanted it to be successful, but like I said, it's just the way the business model, it just didn't make sense at all. I mean, paying full price for a game you never own. I think that's one of the main drawback, or should I say the main negative. People don't like that. People like having to own something. That's why I think Microsoft is really successful at this, because when you buy a game, you can either play it. I think, well, every game that's on Game Pass, majority of them, you can play it on your PC, you can play it on the cloud, and you can pick up exactly where you left off. So you have different options now. And you just pay a small subscription price for it. And then the fact that they're going to be adding Ubisoft on top of that too, that's going to be insane. And they added EA Play on top of that, so you have access to EA games. You just have to wait a year or so and you can play those older games, and while they're releasing the new ones, which makes no difference to me. It's still a game. But anyway, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a very unfortunate event. All right, so I guess after I finished making the video, Google sent out this email, pretty much laying out everything that I said in the video. So yeah, I just wanted to put this in there before I forgot. I got this email from Google. The only thing, like I said, it was not going to be covered is your subscription fees that you already put in. Those ones are not going to be refunded. Sorry, like I said. But anyway, yeah, okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to include in this video after I finish filming it. So yeah, thank you again. Like and subscribe. All right, have a good one.